Alright, that works.
I'll go normal.
Yeah, that's fine. Give us what we need. We're starving. We know you're hoarding all the food. Food that we need. This isn't going anywhere. Jeff will be beside himself if something happens to me. See you guys, I'm out. Get back here, traitor. You're faced already. You're going to get arrested. Those caring nobles are going to be the ones throwing you in prison later. We're starving here, and you're going to tell us to stop? Our lives are on the line. Our livelihoods. Idiots. They're going to get themselves killed. They need to leave before things get ugly. Lord Gabriel, it's an emergency. What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy with my own business? It's horrible. Some villagers have captured some of our knights, and they're right outside the castle. Not only that, but they're armed. Slow down. I can barely tell what you're even saying.
All the music's going. Oh, that sucks.
Well, it's the villagers. They're revolting. Just let the whole thing die down. A few angry villagers are nothing to worry about. They're killing our knights and trying to assault the castle. We're surrounded. Is that so? Then we don't have a choice. Good lord, I'll deal with it. If the villagers don't stand down, I'll deal with them my own way. Try not to kill them. Capture them all and bring them to the dungeons. If they decide to pick a fight, then you're at liberty to deal with them as you see fit.
There we started.
Yes, my lord. I will have this under control swiftly. This kingdom gone to hell. You're free to go. Order the other generals to be prepared to fight at a moment's notice. Yes, sir.
Here's the battle cutscene.
All of you, stand down. If you lay down your arms, you will not suffer heavy consequences. The moment you strike a soldier is when you forfeit your life. You fiends, give us our food. It's been 3 weeks and you greedy nobles still insist on hoarding every last bit of it.
There we go.
I knew this would happen. I must leave, now. Hey, it's the traitor's brother. Get back here. You're under arrest. Put your bow down. Damn you, I have nothing to do with these villagers. Now let me leave. You've racked up 9,170 gold in debt. You've missed your payments 2 weeks ago and last week. You want to assume that you're not going to be able to pay it up. Looks like the traitor's brother is no better. Ignorance of the law runs my family, I suppose. You could unhand me. So now it transitions to later in the evening. Still no clients. But then again, what did I expect? Ah shoot, rent collection day is tomorrow. Could either skip the payment for dinner or skip dinner to make the payment. Maybe I could ask Bernard for money? No, he left for a business trip, supposedly to another continent already. Well, it poses an issue. I guess I could try asking the others for some money. Doubt they have any to spare, though. Say, did you hear about the ruckus this morning? I heard that a bunch of people were wounded, many were killed, and the rest were arrested. You mean the revolt? I heard they just wanted some food. Tough world out there. Wonder if the rumors are true, though. Must be true enough to drive that large of a crowd to attempt to siege his castle. Problem's that they're always so secretive. Can't tell anything. They're hoarding food, then they should share some of it at least. Is it just me, or are the food supplies of this town getting smaller? I thought thought so too. It just looks like there's less and less each time a shipment arrives from the farms. You think the Baron has something to do with it? Could be. You haven't yet to hear news about crop infestations or anything. Everyone looks like they're struggling, and it feels like there's nothing we can do about anything here at all. Well, I know what you mean. As much as I want to quit this place, I don't know where to go. Does anybody have any spare gold so I can pay rent tomorrow? Sorry, pal, but I ain't got no gold to spare as much as I'd love to help. Sorry, me neither. I look broke enough drinking my own water at a tavern like this. I wish there was a better way to earn gold, though. The unemployed jobs earn us nearly enough for us to be able to sustain ourselves. Sucks, but it is what it is. That's why I live out on the streets. Dangerous, sure, but I'm not forced to fork over my hard-earned gold. We should leave. We've been talking here for 2 hours without ordering anything. The brewmaster's starting to look angry. But I suppose we can call it a night then. There just has to be a way for us not to have to live wage to wage every day. If it was away, what would it be? What might this be? Fascinating. This appears to be a map of sorts. Looks like the layout for a small portion of this kingdom. It looks like Baron Hugo's castle and bank are drawn on here as well. You would say that the bank holds millions upon millions of gold pieces. Only nobility are allowed to utilize that bank. Wait, bank? Yes. And I know what we must do. The time is now. Wait, I don't know about this. Sure, we could use the gold, but that would be illegal. Yes, I realize that, but look at this map. There's a nice map to the castle drawn on the map, and on the backside are instructions for how to disengage the locks on the vault. The moment I picked up the map and read the backside, I knew it was destiny. Albus, are you sure about this? There's no going back once we proceed with this plan. Well, I'm down. I never liked the man anyway. Show him a thing or two and net some gold for ourselves. I still don't know. It just seems so risky. Would you rather suffer here in silence? We could finally live at ease for once. No more having to worry about earning enough gold. We will have plenty. Albus, you've changed. We can change our current situation here and now if we decide to act instead of waiting for some miracle that will never come. Alone, I cannot accomplish this mission, but with the aid of you three, I'm sure we will be quite successful. I've been in since the very beginning. I guess. Okay, if this is the path you have chosen, then I will follow you. Excellent, so here's the plan. Meet back here at midnight, and we will take our leave then. They took my brother. From what I've heard, yes. Did they say why? They say he was arrested for his massive debts. The total was 9170 gold. That can't be. His debt should not have been that high. Last I checked, he only owed less than 4,000 gold. We must go rescue him. We cannot leave him there. Dad, wait. We can't just storm into there and... They're probably going to execute him. I will not allow that to happen. I understand how you feel, but think this through first. The dungeons are likely very highly guarded, more so with the revolt that happened this morning. There's only 3 of us and tens of them. You're right. What do you suggest, Commander? If we snuck into there and managed to sneak him out of there, that might work. Won't be easy, but that's our best option at the moment. Then we'll do that. When is a good time? Midnight? Are you sure about this? I don't want your brother to be executed either, but getting ourselves arrested won't help him either. We need to take a chance here. Our brother's life is on the line here. I'm not sure how much help I can be with these injuries, but I'll do what I can. I can't just let you run in there alone, so I'll go with you. Commander, Alice, thank you. I appreciate the support. think I would pick up the lance again. It's been so long. We can meet back here at midnight. Bring weapons just in case.
Okay, it's starting.
Yep.
Oh boy. So, try to get that corner position.
Alright.
This is one thing I like to do at the beginning. Just kill this mage in one hit.
Fair.
There's also these buildings to visit. I'm pretty sure this is the only one that gives a bonus. The others just don't do anything.
Yeah, the yellow roof houses are just information, and then the red gives you something.
Alright.
So the basic premise here for the plot so far is there was a revolt in the morning, as we saw. There were peasants who were basically revolting against the Baron because they suspect him to be hoarding all the food, as the food shipments are beginning to lower. So that's what that revolt was. And Baron Gabriel, being kind of greedy, he decides he's going to keep all of it to himself regardless, and so that's what he's doing. So that's why he sent out his head general, Throckmorton, to quiet the peasants, which resulted in some bloody fighting over there, and anyone that was not killed was instead thrown into the dungeons. And then we transition here to the evening, where we see two crews, one led by Albus, one led by Courtney. Albus and his crew are just basically just a bunch of people, nothing special. They're struggling to get by because of the harsh conditions and the lack of food, and everything is just kind of building up to the point where it's kind of difficult to make a good amount of money. And so, as we saw earlier, they were trying to debate what they wanted to do. And so, after Albus picked up that map of of Gabriel's castle, he came up with this idea to basically rob the place. You can continue gameplay while I explain this.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a cutscene in the house, so I don't know if you want to voice that.
Oh yeah, that's fine, go ahead. I'll pause myself. Ah shoot, I can't be late for my date.
And yeah, they do use the regular soldier portrait, because I couldn't get a actual portrait in time.
Yeah, we'll get actual portraits, but for now they're temporary. You got some gold. You ran off quickly too. I suppose we could just take it.
Oh, I think there's also a bonus or something. But it's just a gold.
That one is just gold.
Alright. I think it was a later house or something.
We'll explain that once we get there.
Oh, the music's shutting off.
I can't believe it, that they would just kill all of us. That fiend, Throckmorton. He just resorts to violence whenever he pleases. That man is just a bloodthirsty monster. Alas, I can't really do much, especially seeing how the revolt this morning was basically a complete failure. My friend gave me this axe fit earlier and tried to persuade me to join them. I just couldn't do it. Maybe you'll have more use for it instead?
Alright. There's these guys. I suppose we'll take the safe route. Just wait them up. There's this hero. He's pretty fast.
Yep.
And these two just get, in my test, they just get completely destroyed. Because they're pretty slow. Oh, I want to cook the pike. Yeah, in this game we had pikes and poleaxes, which are essentially the equivalent of blades for lances and axes.
Yeah, in addition to that, we also added a fourth tier to the weapons, so we have the standard, we have bronze, iron, steel, and titanium.
That still hit.
That's a nice dodge. And then in addition to adding new weapons, we also, new weapons compared to GBA, that is, we also decided, we also are trying with different weapon ranks, so we have all the way from E all the way to double S rank. Right now we're
Yeah,
kind of
this-
working out like the exact experience amounts, but for now we just kind of have the basic ranks. So we have E, E plus, all the way to double S.
Yeah. I'll get that extra experience.
Yeah, it's usually what I do. I usually weaken the QO and then get a kill with either the Cavalier.
I'll be able to kill all of them. But they're not gonna kill anybody, so.
I think an RPG deals more damage though.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to the plot that I was explaining, where was I? Alright, so Albus found himself a map and he came up with this idea to rob the Baron. Because he heard through rumors that there's millions upon millions of gold. So that's what that group is up to. And then on the other hand, we have Courtney's group and one of her, and Jeff. His brother was kidnapped or not kidnapped, he was jailed earlier this morning for his massive debts, which Thought1 claimed he owed 9,000 plus, whereas Jeff only remembers him owing less than 4,000. And so they're going in to basically cut a free.
Okay. Should be able to visit this church next turn. Just one more damage. That sucks.
Yeah.
These two don't move, I don't think. No.
Yeah, they seem to sit there, so.
I like the range to split. Makes it obvious when they don't move.
And then more on the weapons. We decided to change up the weapon rank slightly, so we still have the standard sword, lance, axe, weapon triangle, and weapons. And then for bows, we have bows, and then we also have ballista. Ballista have its own rank. We're currently still working on adding more weapons, but currently we just have the standard FEDS ballista weapons. And then for magic, we decided to kind of come up with a compromise between having the magic triangle and just having one magic type. So we have two magic types. One is Celestial, which is basically it's basically a mix of light and staves. And we have, on the other hand, Arcane, which is a mix of your Dark and Anima. Anima is like your standard, just regular attack tomes. And then for Dark, and then like the Dark tomes are basically the ones with special effects. So like you saw Albus there wielding, I believe it's called Miasma. That one has great effect potentially.
I also see the light tome that Sarah has here. It's intended as a supplement to the regular stabs.
Yeah, it gives an offensive option to healers essentially.
Yeah. Also a lot of critical.
And then we're also currently working on also getting some custom animations compared to the standard SRPG Studio ones, and flasuban will be the one that's doing most animation work.
Yeah, I did pretty much all of them, and it's kind of tedious.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm not good with art, so that's why I'm leaving it to you, basically.
Any voice?
Have you come to pray too? With the food shortages, I can't help but find myself coming here to pray more often. It doesn't seem like any of my prayers are being heard, but I'm sure eventually they'll get through. Why don't you try giving a quick prayer? You might receive a surprise gift from whoever is listening to you.
Yeah, that's the bonus I was thinking of.
Yep.
Is this house, or the church.
And bonus has a multitude of uses. It's a bit more limited and I guess less distributed, but you can use it in bonus crops to buy special items, and I believe you can also use it as bonus experience.
Oh, what? My computer did. Sometimes it lags with the movements of my. It's also kind of what I get issues with sometimes typing. It just kind of messes up. I don't really know what the problem is.
Then you might notice that rune-looking circle down there. It's basically the save point.
Yeah.
Yes, like.
That's one thing I really like about SRPG, is that they allow the save points, which I can't think of any other engine besides DSFE that allows that.
Yeah. Especially nice for longer maps, so you're not having to restart the whole thing.
Yeah. It's a limitation. Oh. That bugs up sometime.
Music, for the most part, will just be various tracks from various games, since neither of us are really composers, so.
No. We did use a collection of a lot of music.
Yeah, collection from various games.
Yeah, I found a thing that has a collection of a lot of MIDIs and stuff. So I use a MIDI converter to OGG, which allows me to get these into files.
Yeah. Right now, we also have to loop the files, because right now, only some of the tracks are looped, so that's why you'll hear the music kind of cut out and come back in the intro. That needs to be fixed. But you know how it kind of loops, even if it's not that great, but eventually it'll have an official loop that's smoother.
Yeah. I'll just go to attack. Well, this guy blocked them off. Yeah, I think the enemies get blocked off by each other.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a plugin or something, but I'm looking at that.
He doesn't move either.
That archer does move there, so.
Oh yeah, we also added leadership stars.
Yeah, we've got leadership stars. I think we're going up to 5 stars or something, is it?
Yeah. That was the plan.
Alright. Oh, we have to throw Courtney against them to weaken them.
We also jacked up the movement. Well, no, actually we didn't. But most people are used to GBA movement, which is pretty low. So compared to that, it is pretty high.
Yeah, we upped the movement from, I think foot soldiers have 7 instead of 5 in GBA.
They have 6.
Or
Yeah, they usually have 5.
Yeah,
These armor units have 6 move.
Foot
It's not
soldiers
4.
have 6 units have like 8 to 10, and then unpromoted or promoted.
Yeah, you do this because the maps are really big.
Yeah. Our plan is to have like kind of larger S maps, so that's why we increase the movement to kind of supplement that.
Yeah. Though SRPG has 6 movement by default, that isn't out of the ordinary. But of course, to people that are used to GBA, that would be super high. Well, super high, but It'd be pretty odd.
Yeah.
But not really. But of course people complain about it. Saying it's inflation or whatever. Getting close to the save point.
Yep.
A lot of enemies over here.
This cavalier's getting trapped by the knights, that's the issue. Their armors.
And there's these 4 guys that'll charge.
Yeah.
She should be able to handle them.
I think so, yeah.
And then take care of this guy on the side.
Add a screen scrolling effect on that.
Yeah. It's kinda messed up. Don't really know how to get that to work.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I'll just gonna die.
Yeah, that's good one shot, so. And speaking of that, while I'm thinking about it, we also somewhat reworked the level and class system. So instead of, we're doing it where the level does not reset. I'm not sure which games do it, but I think a few do. And so instead we're having it, so we're also having third tiers. So how we're doing that is we're gonna have, we set the max level to 60, and then we have different like minimum promotion levels. But it does not reset your level.
Yeah, Genealogy and 3 Houses do it, where they have it see you don't reset your levels upon promoting. Can't remember what levels actually promote. I think it's 15 for promote, or tier 2. Tier 3, is it 30? Can't remember.
15, 30. 15 check. Some guard left the spear lying around. Well, I guess it's not much use in my hands, since I have no idea how to use it. It must be up to something, wandering around at this hour. Well, it's no use in my hands, so you're free to take it. Maybe whack that guard who left it here for me, eh?
Oh, bronze spike. At least you can use that. I guess I'll visit one of these houses. Why not?
Hey, this isn't nearly enough gold. I don't have any more gold, I promise. That's not acceptable. You live here, you pay the rent in full. No questions asked. You pay up or go live on the streets. But I can't even afford enough food for a single day, no matter how hard I work. Please, can't you just let this slide just this one time? No, I can afford my own expenses just fine. With food shortage and insufficient wages are just lies made up by you people who can't get their lives together. I can live here just fine as a renter. But everyone else is suffering just the same. So you have no intention of paying the gold. I would if I could, but you leave me no choice. Wait, please, I don't feel safe on the streets. That's too bad. If you refuse to leave, I'll force you to leave. Wait, So you can see there that conditions are quite indeed harsh. And then those who are living, or those who have money and live luxuriously, are not really struggling.
Oh yeah, vulneraries are a bit buffed. They don't heal 10 HP, heal 15. It also has slightly more uses.
5 uses and 15 HP healed.
Yeah, although it decrements by 1 for each tier of healing item.
Yeah.
So-
You have concoctions and elixirs. Concoctions have 4 uses, and maybe
I can't remember if they were 30 or 40 HP. Like 30?
And then we have the standard elixirs, 3 use, full restore HP.
Oh, that's the troop movement or whatever. They move in groups.
Yeah.
Well, these two need to be recruited, but by Albus, and he's on the other side of the map. So I guess these two just need to run away.
Yeah, that's probably what you need to do.
Didn't think they would move in the group like that. I like that because it means you don't have to do the bait and switch thing, because they just move all in one group.
Yeah, the idea is to have them charge once you get closer, but not necessarily bait switch kind of damage. I would say something like maybe 2 or 3 turns away, they start moving. It's like,
Yeah, get the save point. Oh, whoever gets the save point will be in range than me.
yeah. Maybe we should move it up a time.
Perhaps. But it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I have like save files. I'll save on one. I don't think I have any money to buy anything from here.
Yeah, you start with 0 gold, so I think maybe like 10 or 50 maybe, but not nearly enough. Dang, I can't take this any longer. I'm literally about to starve to death at this rate. Damn you, Gabriel. Maybe I should just move to the kingdom to the east. I hear it's better than this place.
Yeah, this is just one of the kingdom. We got a ton of them.
We have, I believe, 7 or so kingdoms?
Yeah. I got one over here. You should be fine though. Just barely. Okay, these guys are still going over here.
Alright, so our plan's to have... So we have 8 kingdoms. The one that Albus and his crew are currently in is a Vision, which is all the way to the west. It's kind of its own island. It's kind of bridged to the mainland. And then there's Cheverall, Rydal, Estuar, Byronod, Rieson, Sagamedia, Equizar, and Barrymore.
That Desire coming in. Heals health. Which is typical. So he's just called Nosferatu, but in this game we made Nosferatu a Dark Tome. Or, well, an Arcane Tome. Oh, yeah, use the save point. Yeah, it's purple now.
Man. Maybe we should just make it disappearance then?
Maybe. I'm just gonna run away again.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just run away from Jasper. Take out these guys.
We need to move Jasper and his crew over to the left side instead. That way we're not...
Yeah.
Definitely.
Almost fuck himself over. And he's just all the way up here now. At least Alfonso is kind of close. So I don't want to... Oh no. He's got less defense. Oh, I think you investigate this tower. get loot.
Yeah. A little secret there.
It also gives bow range, I think.
We had to give. We wanted to kind of simulate that the archer's on the top of the tower. That's enhanced
Yeah.
range.
We did change how criticals work. We made them less annoying. Because one thing I don't like about Fire Emblem is all the random RNG moment, like criticals. So I just got rid of them. Well, not rid of them entirely. Killer weapons can still land criticals, but most weapons can't. They only happen when you have it on the weapon.
Yeah, we changed it basically so that the critical rate is strictly from the weapon. So killer weapons, we buff them. Instead of having them C rank, I believe we're changing them to B rank. And we increase the critical from 30 to 50. That way it's a little bit more reliable in a sense. Rather than relying on a 1 and 3, it's just a 1 and 2. You there, hold a moment. You talking to me? You seem decently well off. I take it Gabriel pays you well? It's enough to get by. Not a whole lot, but it's not too little either. You see, seems like he treats any who favor or work for him better than he does for peasants such as us. What do you mean? You keep well fed and likely live in some barracks where the living conditions are fairly competent. On the other hand, peasants like us are struggling to simply survive. We barely have enough food and gold. Not even enough of anything to survive, really. Is it really that bad out there? I do not know what you've been told, but the conditions are terrible. Poverty strikes everywhere, order is minimal, and hunger ravages our towns. That is why I stand before you today. With no other options, we're left to turn to crimes to pay back our ever-increasing debts. So that's what all the commotion is about. I had heard that there was some fighting going on up ahead and to be more alert than usual. I wasn't told much more other than to execute the criminals responsible for disrupting the order. I'm supposed to kill you yet. Given everything you've told me, it almost seems like we're in the wrong here. Everything you've told me so far could either just be a bunch of lies, or the harsh reality of it all. So that revolt that occurred this morning, surely you remember it, yes? That is how desperate the people are now. They feel as if their only option is violence and crimes. The law has failed to protect them, so they will break them instead. They needed food and they're getting them. You get what I'm saying? Turn your lands against the corruption you serve. Continuing to serve Gabriel is tantamount to betraying the people you're supposed to protect. You're right. Seeing the world in this state. Rumors say that Gabriel hoards millions upon millions of pieces of gold. We know that he has all the food we need, yet he hoards it all for himself. I also ask you to join us. We will rightfully distribute the food and wealth to those who really need them. Okay, that sounds like a plan. I refuse to turn a blind eye to the harsh reality that surrounds us all. Oh, the name's supposed to be Alfonso. Alfonso.
Yeah. We had two Vincent, and we renamed him to Alfonso.
You have my gratitude, and that shall also be Albus.
Again, his name's supposed to be Albus.
Yeah,
oh no, music changed. The music's not supposed to be this.
That's fine.
Whatever.
So the event specifically plays that tune instead of returning, so you need to fix that.
Yeah. Oh hey, I can get Jasper over here. These are right now until we get Jasper. Oh no! He wasn't supposed to be over here. Oh, come on. Oh, you can walk over rivers. Good.
Yeah.
And we also buffed hit rate, so that misses aren't very common. Because they can be very annoying sometimes.
Yeah. Also made it so that the luck stat had a little bit more effect on battle formulas.
Yeah. We also added some promoted enemies in this map. I like them early on.
Gives Courtney a little bit more to do as well.
Yeah. The experience rate seems to be pretty low on tier 2s. Though we have it so it has nothing to do with class. It's just a very high level. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just low. All set Throckmorton. We got 2 leadership stars. Also drops an Iron Lance.
Although his leadership stars don't really do much considering his position, but
Yeah. Oh, what? You can't use axes. You're supposed to use lances and axes.
oh really? Let me fix that then.
Yeah.
That's enough of this foolishness. Turn back now and surrender.
Cursor's being annoying. This is that lag. I think it's just my computer that's doing that. He's not gonna risk killing himself. He's gonna just shoot from a range. He's at 0 defense. Wait, what? He's at 0 defense. I don't think that's supposed to happen.
I think we forgot to probably set the max incorrectly.
Yeah, the bar's filled up. Well, it doesn't matter that much for him. Because archers tend not to... Well, not supposed to get attack on enemy phase that much. Finally.
At ease, sir. Huh? What are you up to? I've come to lay claim on Gabriel's wealth and share it amongst my friends. Hey, for me, just to let you on through. My job here is to defend the castle. If I don't get paid, and I don't get to eat. Simple, yes? No, not really. But you must hear me out. Well, today's been an interesting day, and I don't really have anything to lose by listening to you, so what have you got? Surely you must know about the revolt that happened this morning. Yeah, I heard about it. What of it? Would you do the same if you were in that position? Well, if I really needed the food, maybe, I suppose. But the thing is, that's not really my sort of thing. You have to be, you're given no other choice. People out here are starving and living in poverty while Gabriel hoards everything for himself. You do not know what you've been told about the peasantry, such as people like myself. The conditions are terrible. Poverty and hunger ravage their daily lives. Is it really that bad? Yes. That is why I've come today to rob Gabriel. You seem like a good man. Surely you must see the wrongs he wrought, and that he is no good. Because of him, people are constantly suffering. He's failing to serve his people, his subjects. It seems as if we could not care less about them. Is this really all true? I don't really go out much, so I don't know how it's like out there, but see people like you come. You need to rob this place, especially after that revolt this morning. Yes. Should serve that man no longer. He is the embodiment of corruption and greed, unfit to be a noble. He refuses to serve his people and simply leaves them to suffer while he lives in his corrupt luxury. Surely you must see the wrong in that? You're right. I can't just sit here and allow this to continue. I've never really been one to bust my ass around here, but I can't just sit here. Especially knowing that people are suffering. To be honest, I don't really care about the others, but I don't really like supporting injustice either. I guess I'll join you. Line up pockets with some nice gold and put an end to this corruption. Not a half bad deal, I guess. Thank you. You have my gratitude. Yeah, don't mention it. Name's Jasper, by the way. My name is Alice. Come on, we have no time to waste. Let's be on our way now.
I'm gonna rescue him all the way over there. What? Where's the rescue? We had rescue. Oh no. He's gotta walk all the way over there. That's not right. They're supposed to be rescued.
Huh. That armor. You look to be a knight of some sort. At ease, please. I'm not here to fight you. What might you be doing out here at night? I'm searching for someone. Planning on searching at Baron Gabriel's castle. Castle, huh? Well, perhaps we could join forces then. I'm also looking for certain things that are near his castle. Alright, sounds fair. It'll be easier to knock out those guards with more people on our side.
I shouldn't have gone that way. Just walk. I think I remember Throckmorton being stronger than this. Was his defense lowered?
Well, if we buff his defense anymore, even Haru will be struggling to damage him. She deals like 5 or so damage with bronze axe.
Well, I'm just gonna wait, because I doubt any of these guys can take him out.
Yeah, not really.
They could damage him, but he heals it. So, well, what? She can't use the pike. Well, good thing we have infantry.
What's the weapon requirement on that thing?
I'm not sure. Does it say?
I think they only have. I think characters only have like E plus. And bronze spike is probably E+.
Turn. E plus. Yeah. I think they all have E. And you got E plus.
Yeah, I gave him E because otherwise E would be kind of obsolete. That's something
Yeah.
I found kind of strange about GBA that I never really noticed until I did hacking. Like, I noticed a lot of classes start with D rank, and there's like very few that start with E. Like, I think cavalry and like thieves maybe start with like E, and then like mercenaries, myrmidons, they start with D rank. So it's kind of, I feel like when I see that, it kind of makes me feel like kind of makes E rank almost obsolete.
I used to think that E rank was just pointless. Just to start at D because it just never get used that much.
Yeah, that's kind of why my idea here was like have E to E plus be like maybe 10, 15 XP. So because there's not really much you can do with E rank. That's why I was thinking if you just need to kind of flail your weapon around a couple times, and then that'll get you enough E plus, and that gives you a couple more options. It gives you indirect, and then gives you a little bit stronger weapons.
I think the thought process behind it is that they give it D rank because they give everybody D rank because it gives them a lot of option. Otherwise, you're just stuck to the basic weaponry. It's like a leveled up. But
Yeah,
here,
it just kind of makes it feel obsolete when they just basically kind of ditch it in a sense. I'm not sure if any characters that start with D rank. It's like maybe from like Lynn's story, and then I think Eureka has D rank.
yeah, most of the people in here are gonna get past their E rank in not that long.
Yeah. It's only about
Lizzie's
10.
almost there. I was at D rank somehow. It's pretty far.
Maybe because she's been getting a lot of kills, I think.
Yeah, because she one-shots a lot of things.
That's what I like about Haru. Like, that's kind of her purpose here. Like, the enemies intentionally are done in such a way that you can one-shot with Haru, and then you can kind of team up with the others. Kind of prevent from getting, like, overcrowded, or from struggling to kill enemies off.
I'm almost done. Chapter 2 is definitely the most interesting out of the two.
Yeah,
This
Chapter
was-
2 has a little bit more, I guess intricacies. That might be the word or not, but
Yeah,
we'll see when we
this
get
one's
there.
kind of a simple seas map.
Mhm.
Oh, what? Oh, she doesn't die now. Somehow.
I think leadership stars. The defense ones.
Yeah, Courtney has a leadership star.
Yeah, Courtney has one, and then Albus has one. So combined, that gives about each leadership star gives +5 accuracy, +5 evasion. I believe 1 attack and 1 defense. And that's that. Well, now might be a good time for formal introductions. My name is Albus. Beside me is a good friend of mine, Elizabeth. She usually goes by Lizzie. Hello.
Oh no. They're low in the middle. They shouldn't be doing that. Okay, that's
Well,
wrong. See, look.
I'm Courtney, and this is Jeff.
Text was slow on top of each other.
Yeah, I got some things to iron out, I suppose. Just saying hello. Let me see what the text is.
You can kind of see it.
I can barely read it from here. Give me a second, I'll just pull it up. Very well, what brings some former knights to the Baron's banquet past midnight? We're actually on our way to his castle. Early this morning, they kidnapped Jeff's brother on account for a ridiculous amount of debts. He was during the whole thing that was going on this morning, actually.
Can you read that?
Let me see. We're going to free him. He was wrongfully arrested. We are planning on infiltrating the dungeons. Those are beneath the castle, correct? That's what we're thinking. If not, we'll just have to explore the castle to see where it is. Then, perhaps we could join forces in that case? We are here to rob the bank. Surely you have heard the rumors, yes? And it houses millions upon millions of gold coins, stacked in piles that touch the sky. No, can't say I have. Me neither. Anyway, well, my point being, it has the gold that we need to survive. Have you not found the conditions to be harsh and your wages not sufficient enough? Food shortages, increasing prices, crippling debts, insane rent prices. Do at least one of these things not plague you? Crippling debts. Yes, Commander, we ought to join them. We could use the gold. We're not dirt poor, but it could be useful. We'd be able to live for weeks without having to worry about debts or running out of gold. We're already criminal enough, breaking into the Baron's castle and freeing a prisoner. That's a crime, you know. We don't need to be getting ourselves involved in other criminal... Courtney, maybe he's right. Once we free his brother, there's no turning back for us. We'll be labeled as criminals. It's not nightly, yes, but they probably don't need all that gold now, do they? They won't notice if several thousand go missing if there really are millions of gold in there. Very well, we'll join your party. Excellent. I happened to find a detailed map with the directions to unlocking the vault in the bank itself. The location of it is also described in nice detail as well. Once we break and enter that thing, we grab all the gold that we can. Whatever you grab is all yours to keep. And of course, in exchange for your aid in breaking open the vault, we will help you free your imprisoned man. Sound like a fair deal? Yes. Alright, let's go. We must not waste too much time chatting here. I'm sure some of the guards inside must have noticed some of the commotion that was going on outside earlier.
So that's the map.
Alright, go for it. So clearly we have some things to iron out. Not much is certain.
Yeah. This is just kind of a showcase
Yeah.
of the potential.